Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Beaux-Arts Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have City of St. Augustine City Commissioner Jim Springfield in the studio this morning, but we're going to wait on that interview till after we say thank you to Beaux-Arts Ford. Since 1949, Beaux-Arts Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Beaux-Arts offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Beaux-Arts Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Beaux-Arts Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We've got Old Town Trolley, Fidus Roofing, Bin 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Facial Rejuvenation Center, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. You can support all of our wonderful sponsors, and you can support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can follow us on Instagram and subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. Download our app today from the Apple App Store. It's getting better and better every day. All right, good morning, guys.
Hey, happy Monday.
Hey, I'm here on a Monday.
Woohoo! What are you doing here on a Monday?
We have a break week.
Okay.
Yeah, we take like a fall break and a spring break, so I'm here.
Okay. So every 6 weeks we get you on Monday.
Ish, yeah.
Monday-ish.
Yeah.
Monday-ish. So, and I'm going to be out on Friday, so you're going to work more mornings this week than I do.
That is very unusual.
Yeah, so.
We're switching jobs.
So, Blake, are you alive, sir?
Try my best.
He's sounding rough, man.
He is sounding rough.
He still hasn't recovered from the Ireland trip.
Yeah, he got the funk from Ireland. Huh?
Yeah. My body's still trying its best to stay green.
Yeah. Yeah, he got something going on in his right eye, all those fun things. But we do have a guest.
We do have a
And he
guest.
looks spry and
I'm ready.
ready to go.
I'm ready for the world.
Good and healthy. We love that.
So,
Do we have a question of the
we
day?
do have a question of the day. Today is National Noodle Day. All right. So everyone, there's so many different types of noodles, so many different types of dishes. What's your favorite noodle dish?
Favorite noodle dish?
Your favorite noodle dish. There's so many to choose from.
There are a lot to choose from. I gotta go like classic, basic, spicy chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo.
A chicken Alfredo. I like the chicken a little spicy though.
Okay.
But chicken Alfredo.
All right.
And I mean, I don't love the fettuccine noodle, but I do love the Alfredo sauce. I'll go butterfly with the spicy chicken Alfredo if I had my druthers.
Okay. You do the butterfly.
Yeah, farfalle.
Oh, okay. Okay. They always have different names.
They do.
Yeah.
It's funny.
All right.
Farfalle means butterfly. Yeah.
Yes. Blake, what about you?
I probably have to go with like just a simple basic penny with butter.
Penny with
Penny
butter.
With butter. That is the most basic.
That's pretty much what I made him last night.
Buttered pasta.
butter
That makes
pasta
sense.
with a little bit of
Salt.
Parmesan and a little bit of Lowry's sprinkled over it.
Yeah, if I don't feel well, buttered pasta is a safe dish.
And I can't pronounce the noodle I gave him last night. It's the spiral one, but it's
Rigatoni?
like no, it wasn't that one.
Fusilli?
No, it was the it's really a long
Have
Italian
a toppy?
name. That might have been it.
Yeah.
All right, Jim.
I really like the pool noodle.
Pool
Pool
noodle.
noodle.
Yeah.
You're a pool noodle guy.
Actually, my mother was a basic cook, so mac and cheese is definitely on my list for
Yeah.
for noodles. You know,
Are you homemade mac and cheese or are you like box mac and cheese?
box mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Come on, don't
Yeah,
waste
Blake-
your time.
Blake does make the best homemade mac and cheese.
Really?
So I'm not gonna lie, his mac and cheese is crazy good.
Yeah.
So
I'm tend towards the box myself because you get the people that get fancy with the spices and dice up onions and put it in a roux and don't do that.
Yeah,
I just want the cheese and the noodles.
that's right.
That's all I'm in here for.
It's just fuel.
I don't need the crunch of an onion. I'm not going for that.
all right, Kenny, we asked for the noodle. He says Swedish meatballs.
What noodle do you serve with those Swedish meatballs?
Noodle do you have with that? All right. I like a lot of different noodles.
Yeah.
I'm opposite, and sometimes I like them fancy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like if I do Chinese, I like the Singapore noodles,
Okay.
which are very spicy and usually has some type of protein and meat in it.
Yeah.
But I think for on average, I like just a really nice ramen like they have at
Like
the noodle
real
bar
ramen, not
at like
packaged
Lotus,
ramen. Yeah.
and they have a blue crab ramen there that is really really crazy. So I'm gonna have to say that's probably my favorite noodle dish so far.
You are a bougie noodle dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't consider myself very bougie often, but
Bougie pig farmer.
when I go bougie, I go real bougie.
Yeah, you do. So if I go Chinese noodle, then I'm going like chicken lo mein again with the chicken. But I also fried dumplings. Are those noodles? I mean, a dumpling's a noodle.
Really?
Is a dumpling not a noodle?
I don't
know. I don't think so.
Stuffed
think
pasta? We're not going with that.
So that does that make a pierogi a noodle? I mean, come on. I mean, we're stretching it there. We're stretching it there. And Blake, I can't believe you
If
didn't
a
say that.
ravioli is a noodle and a tortellini is a noodle, I think a dumpling's a noodle.
See, he loves the noodles at Yamato's, and I thought,
Yeah?
I thought that's what he was going to go with in there.
He
He's
might
the only
be-
one who takes all the noodles, like at the end of the meal, and everybody goes, and they go, no, on the noodles. Blake's like,
all the noodles.
Yeah, they're
Bring it
really
in.
they're really good right now. But I thought you meant to say favorite right now.
oh, okay.
In this moment.
Well, we're not serving noodles today.
We're not? I thought that was the second segment.
No. Oh, it might be. No, that's not part of the breakfast.
How fast can we DoorDash? All right.
Yeah, and
fine.
Rebecca is claiming ravioli is not a noodle.
What?
Yeah.
Blasphemy. You
So-
make it the same way. It's pasta dough.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is one of those things is socks underwear.
I think it's
And I
is a
think
hot dog a
socks is
sandwich
underwear,
or a
but I mean,
taco.
and is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah.
These are
Yeah,
questions.
big questions.
Yeah, these are
Existential
questions.
Yeah,
at
that's
8
right.
o'clock
The
in the
world,
morning.
the world needs to know these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was that big argument: is a hot dog a taco or a sandwich?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a class of its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, a lot of people feel very strongly about it being a sandwich, and there are others that say shape makes it, and that's why it's a taco.
Yeah, I don't know.
The hot dog?
A hot dog.
Hot dog's a taco?
That's the
It's a
argument.
sandwich. It's a sandwich over a taco.
Because it's
I
the
think it's.
shape.
Oh,
I agree
definitely.
with you. It's in its own category,
Sure.
but it's more sandwichy than
It
Sure.
means
taco.
I go with ravioli's pasta. That's
Mm-mm.
me.
Yeah.
It's in the pasta section.
And Joy's not a fan of ravioli at all. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Dude, I lived on Chef Boyardee ravioli. That's what I took to school lunch every day for a decade.
Well, I was trying to
Chef
explain.
Boyardee.
I was trying to explain what SpaghettiOs were to Maeve the other day. and
Yeah.
She's like, "That sounds disgusting."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, it pretty much was.
Yes, but in the best possible way.
It pretty much was."
Yeah.
So,
Are boys allowed? Are only boys allowed to have SpaghettiOs in your house?
no, we don't have SpaghettiOs at our house.
I know only boys are allowed to have McDonald's. at your
Yeah,
house.
well, that's a very hard rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, only boys are allowed McDonald's.
Yeah.
So,
I was carrying a McDonald's cup in front of Maeve, and it was
Oh.
conversations had to be had.
yeah,
My
yeah.
husband got me this cup, I swear. I didn't get it from the source.
Yeah, we have a rule that Maeve doesn't eat McDonald's, and
Yeah.
that's the rule is only boys are allowed it because
Mhm.
me and the boys love McDonald's.
It's a problem. All right, now it's time for a quick check of the weather.
Icky. I think that's the official. And next Monday we have that other weatherman coming in, Mike Burrish
We love them.
coming in, the other guy. No, I'm excited. He's
It's gonna
such
be like
a
looking in a mirror.
he's
sir.
such a fun guy. So
Yeah.
yeah, so he's coming in. I told him I wanted to get almost past hurricane season so we didn't jinx us. So he
Like I did last
chose that day.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
All right.
that's a good sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets. Bin 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's a perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music throughout the week. Open daily 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. All right, buckle up, baby. It's a Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Looking icky as well.
Maintaining
It's
moist
moving, though.
ickiness.
It
It's
is
moving.
moving,
Like
but,
that?
but you don't really want to drive in that ickiness, though.
I don't have to today because we're off. Normally, I do have to drive those roads on Mondays. All right, that Hit the Blake's traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine one stop at a time. All right, we've paid the bills. Time for the interview.
Time for the interview. All right. We have Jim Springfield in, Commissioner of the City of St. Augustine. But we're gonna talk about Kiwanis first, and in the second half we're gonna talk about some city
All
stuff.
right.
If
Sounds
you're
good.
okay with that.
Yeah.
So Kiwanis is doing a fundraiser breakfast at Applebee's, and it looks like it's on October 25th, Saturday, October 25th. But tell us what Kiwanis is and what Kiwanis does.
Sure. Well, Kiwanis is an organization, a club. It's been around for 100 years. We celebrated our 100th year a few years ago. And typically it's been made up of men. Now it's men and women, and they come from all kinds of jobs and walks of life. But what our goal is to support children, and it's a national goal. So Kiwanis is primarily set up for support of children. So that's what we do right here in St. Augustine. We do a lot of projects that focus on children. For instance, we are supporting the St. Francis House, which is homeless, but our focus is going into the new building for the families part. So we are furnishing one of the rooms in the new building that's focusing on families.
Fantastic.
And we're really excited about being able to sponsor that. And therefore we need money. So therefore we're doing the fundraiser.
Awesome.
We do Christmas gifts. We do a lot of things. We have a field named after us at the Little League. And so we still,
Went from lunch and breakfast to just breakfast now.
well, we had the lunch at Applebee's.
The lunch is at Apple. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
we've molded the two times.
Nice.
So people that work can still come to the club at noon. And, but most of the time it's morning.
So yeah, I back in the day, I spoke at Kiwanis a couple of different times.
Yeah,
You guys were at Carrabba's at one point. I
Right.
remember.
Right.
So how did you get him? There's so many different clubs to choose, and I mean, how I got in Rotary is Mike Davis guilted me into it. So I mean, it wasn't like really a choice. It's just like,
Well, it's kind of a broad statement. Rotary is for business.
yeah,
Kiwanis is for kids. And I was a high school, middle school principal.
makes sense.
So a lot of my co-workers and friends were in Kiwanis. So Skeeter Key, of course, Skeeter Key is
yeah.
probably the biggest recruiter of Kiwanis we've ever had. He's still very active in Kiwanis. And so he got me in, and Bob Braden, I don't know if you remember Bob Braden, he was a member of Kiwanis back in the day. So there was a group of us that got in. I left Kiwanis when I moved up to Bartram. So I was out of Kiwanis for a few years, and then I'm back in now that I'm fully retired.
Fully retired, except for that other
That
job,
other little
that
thing
other
I'm doing.
little job you have.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, like Rotary, we have Interact. And when I was in high school, I was in Key Club, but that was a component of Kiwanis.
Right. And we have
So how does it work down the chain with the schools and that interaction from Kiwanis?
we have Key Clubs still. We have them at Pedro. We have at St. Augustine High, and we have one at Toko Creek. And they're pretty active, and they're really good. They showed us up. We served. What's the fundraiser they do? Were you waiter? You
Tips for kids.
Tips for kids.
tips
yeah.
for kids.
Yeah.
So we invited the Pedro students to come.
Mhm.
The old men didn't do anything.
Uh-huh.
Those kids whipped around and showed us up.
Yeah. I can tell you this: if they ever do tips for kids, and I'm the waiter or waitress, ask for a new waiter because I was the worst. I ended up talking. I ended up drinking someone's drink that I was supposed to take to somebody.
Why am I holding this?
I was like, I forgot who this is for, but because I'm just not made to be that. I mean, that's a special type of person.
Right. It is.
I feel like I have a servant's heart, but I am not a servant. So.
Well, waiters and waitresses, it's a hard job.
It's hard.
They work very hard. I have great respect for them. And Melissa at Diner, we just watch them grow up in this business, and they work hard.
Oh yeah, no. They are good at what they do. They know their job, and I give a lot of grace to people in the service industry. I mean, and a lot of people are like, oh, but they could be having a bad day too.
Exactly.
I mean, we don't know those things. All right, so the breakfast is, like I said, it's October 25th. It's benefiting St. Francis House and furnishing that house. How do people get tickets for this and or sponsorships too?
Right,
because you're still taking sponsors. I'm assuming.
We're taking sponsors. The tickets are going to be available at the door.
Okay.
But you can buy a ticket from any Kiwanis member if you can round one up.
Okay.
And they're only $12. Now, $12 is a deal right now. That's because the service is going to be for free because we are doing the waitering and the serving. So we have free labor that day.
Right.
It's only $12, which for eggs and I think it's sausage, right? Eggs, sausage, and bacon.
Eggs,
pancakes.
Eggs, pancakes, and sausage.
Yep.
And beverage.
And beverage.
And beverage.
So we'll have coffee, and I think some tea. But anyway, it's a pretty good bargain right now, and all that money is going to go support the children. And Applebee's does this professionally, so they are the cooks.
Okay.
Oh,
so don't have to worry about. It's not us cooking.
Well, I mean those are things that
Pretty simple.
those are things I might be able to pull off that type of breakfast.
Well, the Kiwanis Club has had a pancake breakfast for years, and we had to stop before COVID, right before COVID. So we're glad to get this back, and we've moved it to Applebee's.
All right. So, and we do have 2 tickets to give away, and we'll give those away at the end of during the comment section. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge people to give me their top 3 emojis that they use. Okay, so your top 3 emojis. If you want to earn these tickets, put your top 3 emojis in, and whoever has the funniest will judge on the emojis. So you can keep up. You can keep up with that
I'll
too.
Keep up.
All right. So this breakfast used to be called the pancake breakfast, if I remember right, but it's just now the breakfast. So
if we still call it the pancake breakfast just for history and tradition, but it really is a breakfast, and it's open till 10, so that's you don't have to get up bright and early and get there. So it's on 312.
When did this start? Because
this is the first year.
This is the very first year
we've done this.
Okay. I felt like who used to do the pancake breakfast? I thought Kiwanis did it.
We did at the retirement home there. I can't think of the name of it.
Bayview?
No, on 312.
Oh, on 312.
I know which way, but I mean I remember it being out there before.
Right, it was a big deal.
It was a big deal. All right. What type of initiatives besides this is Kiwanis? Also, you said they do something with the school district.
We do a student of the month for high school.
Student of the month. So you do that every single month.
We do that. It's probably like 8 months out of the year because school's in session, and we do all schools, public and private, and we recognize one student. It's pretty exciting for me, being a person that's been in schools all my life, to have some students come in, and of course they are amazing kids, and we do a good job in this county, public and private, of getting kids ready for life. And so we're pretty excited.
All right. Now you were with the school district for how many years?
Well, since 90 until 2011, so 21 years here. I was also in Alachua County before I came here.
Okay. And you were a principal at Bartram?
Bartram Trail was the very first at Bartram, and then I followed Harriet Coffey at Gamble Rogers.
Okay.
And I was assistant at Sebastian and Murray. But I taught and was a dean at Nice.
All right.
So I've been around.
So you've been all over the county.
And I moved every time.
Okay. how did the teaching? Because I'm always interested to see how people fall into teaching, because not everybody was like, okay, when I come out of college, I'm going to be a teacher.
Right.
And there's some great stories of how people became teachers. How did it work for you?
Well, it's not atypical. I was a coach.
Mm-hmm.
I came out. I played basketball in college. Came out. I had a degree in psychology, which you can't get a job.
Yeah,
right.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I happened to get a job. This was during integration back in the 70s. I got a job as a homeschool coordinator at a middle school.
Okay.
That was it was Lincoln High School converted to Lincoln Middle School, right? Just like Murray. And they needed somebody who was not a school board employee that could help the parents get into the school and be recognized. Yeah. And so that was my very first job. It was a grant. And so the grant wasn't funded the second year.
Where were you at that point?
In Gainesville. It was, it was Lincoln Middle School. And I had been coaching at PK Young, my old high school. And my high school coach got ill. And so I took over as head coach.
Oh, wow.
And so I was head coach at PK. And then I, got certified to teach, and there you go.
Yeah, and I think I've told this story on air before, but I was planning on being a baseball coach at one point, and I was substitute teaching, and I was in one of the portables that was so far out, I had to call like the main office, and the assistant principal had to come down and relieve me so I could go to the bathroom. And I realized at that point I don't have a strong enough bladder to be in the classroom.
Right. It does take a special bladder.
It's something they do not teach you.
They don't.
When you're in college.
No. Talk about the fine print.
Yeah, I
Sure.
realized at that point, I was like, I don't think my bladder is going to get any better. It's only going to get worse.
Why do you think teachers want interns?
Yeah,
for
Right?
sure.
They can take turns going to the bathroom.
Exactly. No, but I was in a middle school that was a pretty tough middle school, and I couldn't leave these kids alone.
Yeah.
And I was like, and that's pretty much when I went, okay, I'm going to really focus on just the sport management side of this.
Right. And you talk about tough jobs. Teaching is really a very tough job.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, but it was just one of those things that I don't think the average person thinks of. And I never had thought of it and I'd substituted pretty much most of the year before. And when I was out of school, I substituted. This is what I was going to be a baseball coach, and this is what I was going to do. And that's right. That's what ended.
That's
my
right.
bladder ended my teaching career before it even got started. So I think we do have to pay some bills and do the Gas Buddy gas report.
Yep.
But Jim, anything else we need to know about and we'll get back to it towards the end of the show, but I want to talk some city stuff with you.
Sure.
Because your other little job you have.
My other little job. No, just want to remind people that this is really a good thing to do on the Saturday mornings, October 25th, 8 to 10, Applebee's on 312. Mm-hmm. And it's the best deal in town for breakfast that day.
Perfect. And we will do a giveaway. I haven't seen any emojis yet.
Yep, it's coming in. Okay. I'm marking.
All right. You got them marked. Okay.
I'm starting.
All right.
All right. We've got Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We've got Sunoco on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.85. Shell at 146 King Street at $2.91. Owens on South Ponce is $2.91. Sunoco on South Ponce is $2.91. Shell at 216 is at Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.91. Shell on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.93. Gate on Mizell Roads at $2.96. Mobile and Circle K on South Ponce is $2.96. Circle K on 207 is at $3.08. Gate on US 1 North is $3.09. All right, that Gas Buddy Gas Report brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Got live music today. Jim Lamb's at Milltop Tavern at noon. Reggie Starrett's at Trade One's Lounge at 1 o'clock. Craig Smith is at Bin 39 Wine Bar at 2 p.m. Joshua Tennessee Worthy's at Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Kevin Edwards is at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5 o'clock. Mark Hart is at Trade One's Lounge at 5 o'clock. Sam Passetti is at Prohibition Kitchen at 6 p.m. Bob Patterson's at O.C. White's Restaurant at 6 p.m. Stu Weaver is at Harry's at 6 o'clock. That music report brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted Best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. We don't do trends on Mondays when we have interviews. So Facial Rejuvenation Center, ready to look as young as you feel. At the Facial Rejuvenation Center in St. Augustine, they specialize in natural, lasting results. Whether you are considering Botox, fillers, advanced skin treatments, or facial surgery, their expert team tailors every experience to your unique beauty goals. For more than 21 years, the Facial Rejuvenation Center has proudly served the local community, offering a wide range of services, including chemical peels, microneedling, dermaplaning, radio frequency treatments, laser hair removal, and more. Discover renewed confidence in a warm professional setting, because you deserve to love the face you see in the mirror. Call 904-810-5434 or visit frcenter.com to book your consultation today. All right, back to the interview.
All right, we have Jim Springfield. Now you're going to put on your commissioner's hat.
I didn't change shirts, but I could. Yeah.
It's okay. You're still Kiwani in that heart.
Right, that's right.
And it's right over your heart, so you're good. All right, so Jim, you've been a commissioner now for 3 years?
Yes.
So, and you're up for re-election next year. Has there been any thought with the family or conversation with the family of you?
There's been lots of conversation. We haven't announced anything officially yet.
Okay.
But I am going to be 74 years old.
Yeah. So you've done your service to this community. I mean, because after you were a principal, you worked in the school district office and
right. Yeah, for a long, and then I worked at Flagler. So yeah, I've had an incredible run in St. Augustine, and I've really enjoyed being a commissioner. So it's up in the air right now.
So here's the other thing people might not know about you. You play music.
Yep.
So,
yeah, you just listed off half my friends there.
Yeah, I was going to say. So that list. I mean, you've been heavily involved in the local music scene. Yeah. Are you still actively playing music, or?
Yeah, we haven't played much since. I went to Michigan, and I had signed up my brothers and my wife to play for the Pick Up the Pink Up the Pace.
Yeah.
So they had to do it without me, and they were at St. Cyprian's. Saturday morning in the rain playing music. So we haven't played a whole lot, but we're playing some. We played in Maine a couple of times. My wife and I did, and we went to Maine this summer. Okay. But Bob Patterson and Sam Passetti and Mark Hart, and Mark Hart lives in my neighborhood. And yeah,
you guys probably all had jam sessions together.
I don't jam with Sam Passetti.
No, he's a different
he
level.
Is in a world of his own.
He's a different level.
He is unbelievable.
Yeah. No, he really is. And if you haven't ever caught
I have.
I mean, he's just.
Oh yeah,
he's amazing.
He's one of a kind. Yeah.
He's always working on them.
On nails. That's right.
Sure he's a perfectionist, so he's always working on them.
And of course, Bob Patterson. I don't know what's keeping him alive except music.
We call him the legend.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's done more for music around here than just about anybody.
Yeah. No, I mean, and his participation in the Gamble Rogers Festival and local music. So. That's why he's the legend.
Yeah, he and I and Dan Downs were the first producers of the Gamble Rogers when I was principal.
Were you principal at Gamble
I was principal at Gamble, yeah. We had a good time. In the old amphitheater, as you well know.
Yeah. So, and that was actually the first when we reopened the amphitheater. We only had a TCO, and we didn't have the CO, and because the deadline was, I think it was May 1st or whatever it was that year. And I had to pretty much beg the city to allow us to use the amphitheater because we hadn't finished some rails, and I had taped off certain areas and everything just to make sure we could we could pull it off. And you guys did a great job with that. Mm-hmm. So I mean, this community and the question I normally ask is, how did you get involved in? I'm going to run for city commission,
right?
But you've had a servant's heart the whole time. So what inspired you at age 70 to go, okay, I'm going to put myself in the political world?
It's the same reason I dropped out of teaching. Mm-hmm. You go to the teacher's lounge and you hear everybody moaning and groaning about the administration. Oh, they ought to do this. I said, look, if you want to change, you got to be one. You can't just sit here and complain about them. You got to have the tools. So when I started complaining in the teacher's lounge, I said, okay, it's time for me to be part of the change. So that's when I became an administrator. And the same thing happened. I live in Fullerwood, and we have a great neighborhood, and we all meet at the mailbox, right? And we would meet in the mailbox and talking about all the problems. So when I started complaining, I said, okay, it's time for me to step up and do something, not just complain about people. Be one of them they complain about,
Do you live in the Fullerwood area where there's some flooding?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, 'cause that's
Absolutely.
That's you know exactly where I live, and those wonderful flappers, backflow valves that aren't working properly, and they're eventually going to get to it.
Yeah.
You know what I've heard since Matthew.
Yes, right. That's
you
right.
know, and this king tide, we couldn't leave our house.
That's right.
Where are we at with that portion of it with the city? Because
we spend every dollar we're able to get for that purpose, on that purpose. We just don't have all the money at once, and it takes a long time to build that process. I think they're pretty much way above 50% getting them done.
Well, if they did it in alphabetical order,
You would be
Lemon Street should be done.
Well, I'll make that note. That's a good reason.
If doing it in alphabetical order,
Yeah, that's
Lemon
right.
Street's in the middle. So maybe we're next.
Could be.
So, but that's
Well, Maria Sanchez is going to be a huge difference. Even for you, it will be a big difference. And we're still struggling with the property owners, and we're about to make resolution, I believe,
okay.
in the next few months.
Yeah, because you guys had a shade meeting.
Yes, and I was not there, but I got the content. And so we're in good shape to move forward probably in the next few months, which will take several years to do the project, the building, but the money's been reserved. We have it. So we're ready as soon as the property owners cooperate with us. And
I was concerned at that area with the Pink Up the Pace.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't know if they walked through.
Yeah.
I don't know if they walked through the tide getting there on South Street. So,
Well, David Burcham warned them a couple of days ahead of time, said this could be a problem. I don't think it was. I think
Okay, good.
I think they were fine.
good.
Yeah.
So, and the city is constantly moving, but community and budget wise, the city seems to be very healthy budget wise right now, like more so than what it has been in the past. What do you think is contributing to the health of the city? Because the city, a lot of people don't realize most of the funding comes from ad valorem dollars, and you guys have so many churches and so many schools and so many
Right.
properties that aren't on the record. It's kind of an uphill battle.
Right.
But right now, it feels like the city is healthier financially than I remember it being ever in my
Well,
career.
property values is the key on that point, right? So the property values have gone up recently. They've slowed down now.
Mhm.
And the other thing that's been a contributor is that we only have 42% of people that are homesteaded.
Yeah.
And so that's low, very low. So but the other 58% are paying full taxes. They're not protected by the law. So we're getting good income from that. But, the reality is that only 50% of our income for general services is from property tax. We get other taxes and other fees, gas tax, we get some sales tax back. And about half of that property tax is business, and about half is residents. So residents pay a quarter of the actual budget for the city, to operate the city.
Okay, well, that's a big chunk. If you take a quarter out of my salary, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But what is some of the things that you're excited about since you've been in office? Like you've been there now 3 years. In the first year, you're drinking from a fire hose.
Right.
What are some of the things that you feel have progressed the best in your 3 years?
Well, my focus was going to be on two things. One was the homeless, because you remember 3 years ago we had a lot more homeless people needing services than we do today, because we have more services available. Plus, we are just about to open up the drop-in center, which I think is going to make a difference to people's lives.
Yeah, dining with dignity.
Yes.
should be there, and we opened up Home Again. When we opened up Veterans Village, we filled it immediately. We just opened up State Road 16 last month.
Absolutely.
And it actually, we ended up with 3 times the amount of people we were anticipating. So, I mean, the need is definitely there
The
for
need
the
is there.
207 center, because
Right.
that's another drop-in center,
Right.
and that'll help ease our pain. And,
Right.
and we're still going to participate with the Dining with Dignity over.
Well, one of the things
207.
that one of the frustrations with me is like anything. If you don't know, you don't know.
Mhm.
There are so many good services in St. Johns County for the homeless, but they don't know how to get them and they don't know they exist. So the drop-in center intensity is to provide offices and spaces for all those services to be right there.
Mhm.
So if I am coming into St. Johns County and I'm looking for services and I go to Dining with Dignity,
Mhm.
oh, you mean this is where I can go get help with Social Security? This is where I can get help with, all those things.
Yeah.
I think that's going to really help people.
And we call ours a United Service Center, because we triage who needs to go and what. And there's a lot of people out there don't understand or don't realize there's a continuum of care that's all the
Right.
providers are a
Right.
part of. And, city obviously, and thank you for your participation with Home Again every year. That we really appreciate that, because that money, if you're giving, here's what I tell people is people that want to give to the people on the street.
Mhm.
If you give them $1, it might be their last dollar they spend, because they're going to go spend it someplace that's probably not the best
Right.
use of it.
Right.
If you give $1 to a community group, it usually goes 5 times that amount of that dollar. So that's what I'm saying. Give
Right.
to the people that are going to be responsible for the money to get the money in the right place. But no, the city has really stepped up. The other thing is people don't realize that they talk about the homeless downtown. There's only about 26 people that are within the city limits that are there on a regular basis. I mean, we keep counts on everybody, but everyone thinks it's, absolutely out of control.
Right.
But the true number, you're seeing the same guys,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there's about 26 of them, guys and women,
Right.
that are in that downtown area. And I think that's part of the stigma too. One of the things that I really would love the city to focus on is the lighting situation.
Right.
We've had lights that have been out for a long time.
Right. Right.
And I'm hearing it's ordered. I've put in work orders. I'm a pain in the ass for those
Right.
guys.
Right. So
but-
Ruben knows your name, huh?
yeah. Oh yeah. Ruben has what, Troy? But the lighting to me is crucial to where these people are positioning themselves,
Right.
and staying on top of that. And recently we have graffiti that's
Right.
coming into
Mhm.
downtown,
Right.
and that's always been a pet peeve of mine.
Right.
So how do we manage those two items in a better way? The lighting to me has got to be number one for me.
Right.
So-
And I know the Cordova plan has a lighting component to it. And we've talked about it at the commission meetings about doing the temporary lighting. I know Mrs. Garris has been really pushing, trying to get some temporary until we're able to get that project done,
Mhm.
to get in some temporary lighting on Cordova.
Mhm.
And I know we're coming up on Nights of Lights. Not a problem during Nights of Lights because we light up, the whole town that way. So,
Yeah.
but you're right. It's something we have to put on our priority list, and we're all aware that lighting is a problem. All of us that come downtown at night,
Mhm.
and so I think that you're going to see some improvement, especially with the Cordova project that's coming around.
Okay. No, that any little bit that helps. And you brought it up, but Night of Lights. Where are we at with Night of Lights? Thank goodness King Street Bridge didn't. They backed that up
For this year.
for
Yeah.
this year.
Right.
So next year it's going to be the same problem where we're at, but they should
Correct.
have the street light in.
Oh, yeah. It'll be that. Yeah.
at Malaga.
Right.
But Night of Lights, what are you hearing that we're doing different than last year? Because I have some theories about why last year was so much worse than the year before.
Right. Right.
And it had more to do with the weather than the number of people.
Right. And I've quoted you on that
Yeah.
often.
So,
So we'll see what the weather turns out to be this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. We just had an enormous amount of people this year. And the problem last year were primarily pedestrians
Mhm.
because they weren't following the rules. And so when the pedestrians don't follow the rules, nobody will run them over,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
luckily, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
We don't
But
want to be on the news that way.
That's right. But it backs cars up. And so cars could not move partly because there's a lot of cars, but also because pedestrians. So we're putting live people, professionals, on those corners.
Yeah. And the intersections, to me, the one at the most key one to me is the one right there at La Macaroon on Cathedral Place, and where the plaza is, because everyone wants to be in the plaza.
Right.
That's
Right.
that's where the big stuff is. I mean, besides the Hilton, of course. But everyone wants to be in the plaza.
Yeah.
In that crosswalk, there are 4 different ways vehicles are coming into that intersection, and without somebody there, it was an absolute
Right.
nightmare.
Right.
And then everything kind of bottlenecked right there. So I'm real happy that we're going to have that intersection, Navanita Menendez. People were just walking out in front of cars. I mean, we're very fortunate.
Yeah.
We didn't have more injuries than what
You're exactly right. And that, and also the on San Marco, right there at the Fountain of Youth,
Mhm.
that was the bad, because that stops US 1
Mhm.
because those cars have come there and they can't get through.
at Ripley's.
At Ripley's, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, Ripley's. Yeah. Yeah. So at Ripley's, and so that backed up US 1,
Yeah.
which backed up to 16.
Yeah.
And
And are we doing something different because I'd love to throw this out there, and are we doing something different with Castillo Drive when the parking garage is closed? Because once it's closed, you really don't know it until you're already in it.
right.
And
Right.
if we can close Castillo once that garage is closed and reopen it, I mean, I would love for that to happen,
Yeah.
because some of the festivals that we've had have had better success than what we did.
Right.
And it played a part with Castillo not being, and that's,
Correct.
that to me is a part of it. If we can keep them out of it before they get into it, we're in better shape.
Well, the Sing Out Loud Festival, of course, they closed the
the parking
garage.
garage was closed. Yeah.
And the Sing Out Loud Festival knows everybody who's coming
Mhm.
because they bought a ticket.
Well, and they know exactly when they're coming and when they're leaving.
And it's a one-day event.
Yeah. So
So a 58-day event, a little bit different to
Mhm.
try to close a street like that. It's very expensive.
Mhm.
People are expensive.
yeah. Well, the bodies are.
So it would be a person that would have to close that street off and on all day.
Mhm.
So practically, if you want to fund that, I could probably make it happen. But
Well,
yeah.
what they tell me is the money that my group gave can't do that. So
Yeah, right,
so
right.
There's
Right,
limitations.
exactly.
There's
Yeah, it goes back and
limitations
forth.
on the group that I actually can help with.
Yeah.
Can't do that
Can't do
portion
that.
of it.
Right.
So-
But we are going to do a better job advertising when it's closed farther away,
Mhm.
so that as you come into town,
Yeah, the wayfinding.
right, they're going to say, okay, garage is closed, go find someplace else. What I've discovered is people don't know. We put signs out that says King Street is closed.
Mhm.
Well, I'm from
Yeah, they don't know which one.
I'm from
King Street is.
Harvard, Georgia. I don't
Until
know where
they're
King
already
Street is,
Yeah.
So we have to do a better job of directing people too with the information.
Yeah.
And we are going to close some streets that to regular traffic, which will help too, I think.
Well, and so many people use Waze these days, like, and
Mhm.
you can put notes on Waze.
Right.
And I'm wondering if we have somebody from law enforcement go, okay, Castillo is completely shut down, garage is closed. If we can put that into even the Waze app
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
people are
that's a
coming
good idea.
in.
I don't know if that's
But
being
I mean,
thought about.
if you're on Waze, it lets you know law enforcement right here,
Yeah.
and you can say, hey, this is closed
Blocked,
if you're coming
right.
downtown. And because if we get 500 cars going in the right direction, it's going to be a huge difference.
right.
So
Exactly right.
So, all right. Do we have any questions online that we need to ask?
Questions about the light posts and making sure those are closed. We've got some conversation about roads, federal roads versus local roads, and ways to help with that. So there's lots of logistical conversation.
Well, that's part of the lighting problem too. Is that A1A and US1 are federal highways, and we don't have control. And we just now have control over King Street.
Mm-hmm.
King Street has always been a state highway. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to be able to beautify and lighten, put lights on King Street. We've not been able to do that in the past. And the same thing goes for A1A. We were limited on what we can and cannot do.
Well, and I've seen improvement plans on King Street, and you guys have approved some of those. What is the time scale on that construction? Is it after the bridge is done?
It's going to be after the bridge.
Okay. So after the bridge is done. So we're going to still be under construction for like the next 5 years.
Right.
So,
right.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in.
Sure.
Appreciate
Thanks for having me.
And we will do this in just a little bit here.
Yep. Don't forget to put your top 3 emojis in the comments section so that we can draw your name. We've definitely got Anastasia with the bullhorn, with the hands emoji and the sunshine. And then we've got Barbara Jean with unicorn and a purple heart and the peace hands. And then Rebecca put a whole bunch of pancakes, but I don't think that's legit.
Yeah.
I don't think that's legit.
I don't think she's eligible for the drawing.
Yeah, I put mine in there also, but I don't think I'm eligible either. So we need some more emojis in the comments, or else we're just going to split the tickets and Anastasia and BJ gets them.
They got to go together.
Troy, how do you want to check the comment?
All right, on this
Here we go.
moist Monday. Oh, okay. On this Monday morning, I will masterfully meander and meaningfully maneuver my way through the Minions comments.
All right. That masterful meandering is brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs. Proudly family owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. Also brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a customer prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. All right, Troy, give us comments.
All right, first off, we got to do this. I have Anastasia and Barbara. Right. In either hand, you don't know which one. All right?
This one.
Going with this one.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what we got. It is on.
Highest tech of all the highest tech.
Okay. Very high-tech info right here. Winning 2 tickets.
Winning 2 tickets.
To the Kiwanis Applebee's breakfast on October 25th is
Anastasia.
Oh,
Anastasia.
Good.
Congratulations.
On Anastasia Island. That's good. She's been...
And Barbara Jean, I'll buy your ticket for you. So
you're still going.
Both of them win.
Scott got his in, but it was after we did the drawing. Sorry, Scott.
Scott. Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. So it's going to a good cause. So 904 now. We'll take care of it. And I think
we'll give 2 more.
Oh, that's so kind. That's so kind. So we'll take care of you guys for sure.
Very cool.
So just you guys message me. I'll figure out how to get the tickets to you.
Absolutely.
Or Blake will. When I say I, usually
Blake.
Usually means Blake.
On occasion it's me, but it's usually Blake.
All right.
Do we have a story to stat?
I was going to do this.
Oh, the comments reports.
The comments reports.
Got distracted.
All right. Costco is at $2.70 along with Buc-ee's. Ravioli is an impasta.
That's what I heard.
An impasta.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very
Dolan. So
Yep.
Justin Dolan. Charles Schwab.
Yeah.
He can't advertise because
Charles Schwab himself.
Yeah. All right. Kelly's twins' birthdays on October 25th.
Very nice.
So, and Rebecca's threatening to climb poles and change out light bulbs. So,
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So if you want to see Rebecca on a pole,
whoa. Oh,
here to help.
well, we need the money.
Stardom stat.
All right, your stardom stat today, 1927. Now, I knew of this this movie and it being called the first talkie movie at the
Okay.
Jazz Center with Al Jolson.
Okay.
All right, but I didn't realize that only about 2 minutes of it was actually synchronized. You know, it's called a talkie, but
Yeah.
it was really not like a movie we know today.
Mhm.
Only 2 minutes of the hour and a half were actually synchronized conversations.
Okay.
The rest of it was still in subtitles.
All right.
I never knew that. I don't think I've ever seen but
Yeah.
clips of
Mm-hmm.
the jazz singer. And in my mind, I thought the entire thing was a talkie movie.
But it was still mostly silent.
It was still mostly a silent
All
movie.
right.
And I mean, there's music that syncs with it, with the orchestras and stuff like that. But I thought the entire movie was just like we're talking today.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I mean,
Theoretically, we're synced. How are we doing, Blake?
we're supposed to be synced. So, but was I the only person that?
I did not know
I
that.
didn't know that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Then I don't feel bad about it.
Yes.
So,
You enlightened all of us.
yeah. So, well, the History Channel enlightened me. So.
Yeah, right.
Good. Good hat tip. All right. That's Stardom Stat brought to you by St. Augie's Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right on the corner of Riberia and MLK. You missed it. Get yourself a slice tomorrow. It's still delicious. All right.
All
Do you
right.
have plugs?
I like Rebecca's comment. BYOB. Bring your own bulbs.
Still getting over a cough. You guys are killing me.
All right. All right. We have Bollocks tonight. Lenny
Yep.
and I are talking, and I'm going to break the news. It's official. Someone thinks I'm an influencer. They
Oh.
sent me product
They did.
that I'm going to be wearing on Bollocks tonight.
They did.
So I feel
I
like
won't blow it.
I feel like I am somebody now.
You made it.
I
man.
was so worried.
You made it.
So
All right, I've got a plug. So Recovery RX, they do amazing work helping people work their way out of addiction. And they have a halfway homes, recovery homes. They're having their annual fundraiser, the Scars Under the Stars. So you can go to myscarsaремyarmor.org/events to get your tickets. It's October 16th. It's going to be at Tringali Barn. Michael Lugo is catering. It's 6 to 9. Tickets are $75 per person. It's a fantastic cause. They are raising money. They have a men's home. They're raising money for the women's home, and they're really hoping that they can get that open, raise enough money to get that open. So myscarsaремyarmor.org/events to help raise money for people working their way out of addiction and into recovery.
all right, and you can buy the tickets for the Applebee's breakfast fundraiser at the door.
Yep.
That is Saturday, October 25th,
Woohoo.
from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yes.
All
And
right?
this is Port in the Storm. You're going to be furnishing a
Yeah,
room.
it's St. Francis
St.
House. their
Francis
family-
House.
Their family
Okay.
site.
Yeah, we do Port and Storm as well. but
Okay.
We have a lot of things.
I was
this is
scrolling
going
on
to.
your website. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good. Good.
Blake, do you have any plugs for us? All right. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, and Rumble. Bollocks tonight. Bye, guys.
Hi, guys.